Yo, what is going on, YouTube? My name is Billy TKO. If you guys are new here, like, subscribe, do that. Guys, I want to talk about Rey Fenix, and I want to talk about the AEW drama that has surfaced onto the atmosphere and everything that's been going on between Tony Khan, Rey Fenix, also Nick Nemeth. I want to kind of give my thoughts and my takes on everything that is currently going on in AEW, as it seems as if things are not going as originally planned. So, guys, if you're new here, again, like, subscribe, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, everything like that is linked down in the description below for you guys to check out. Overall, let's just go hop into the video. Yo, what is going on, guys? Again, do everything that I said in the beginning. Let's just dive into it, and let's talk about Rey Fenix. Let's start there. Rey Fenix, he was recently on Twitter, and I will give you guys some of the tweets here for you guys to see. So Rey Fenix actually responded to a tweet that said, AEW not using Rey Fenix is effing wrong. WWE sells out almost every arena they go to. They're doing the best business they ever have. What WTH does Tony Khan think will happen if the Lucha Bros go there? WWE isn't being hurt by this at all. The only one being affected is Fenix, and he's the most innocent party in all of this. So before I read off what he said, I want to kind of dive into that and actually speak on that for a moment. Yes, I think when you look at the big business side of things, you are dealing with some kind of rocky narrative. Tony Khan is a businessman at the end of the day. And this is kind of the problem with business and friendships and things of that nature. When you mix business and friendships, you kind of get a situation like this, where Fenix, who was just casually looking to wrestle, there becomes a problem in the sense of where he's going to wrestle. Obviously, Tony Khan wants to prevent him from wrestling anywhere he possibly can besides on his show. Now, here's the thing. Is Tony Khan right for that? No, absolutely not. He is a piece of shit, honestly, if you want my honest take on that. The reason why I say that is because you are affecting a human's life. Now, granted, I'm not 100% sure what the contract negotiations and what those looked like, and I'm not sure what was spoken about. I do think that Tony did overall put a injury clause on Fenix after he heard rumors that he was going to leave and go to the WWE alongside Penta, which we'll talk about Penta in this as well. I just think you're genuinely, Tony Khan is only hurting himself doing this because he's going back from everything that he said AEW was going to be, how it was going to be free to roam from back and forth, whatever. Tony Khan just initially said in the birth of AEW that he would make sure that everybody is satisfied. Well, obviously, if you're a businessman, number one, that's the wrong thing to say, because guess what? As a businessman, you cannot satisfy everybody. It's not humanly possible. You cannot satisfy every single one of these pro wrestlers' needs. You just can't. Look at Eddie Kingston. Look at, let's take Fenix here. You take Penta. You take Ricky Starks. There are numerous, Nick Nemeth. There are numerous names where things have just trickled down, and this is the effect that is being seen. This is what you're given. You're given problems. So let me dive into Fenix's response to that tweet, where he said, I will have my chance to speak the truth. Very simple, very straightforward. I want people to think about this for a moment. The fact that this guy subsequently went out and said, I'm going to speak my truth. Just give me a moment. The same way Ricky Starks wants to. Look, if you go look back at the Chris Van Vliet interview and you watch it and you listen indirectly, Ricky Starks was saying, hey, something's not right here, and I'm not being used, and I never said I was going to go anywhere else. I'm being punished for whatever the fuck reason. Nobody knows. There's nothing there. Ricky has no clue why he's being quote-unquote punished, if he's being punished at all. This is the problem. Tony tried to create a friendly environment. Instead of being a boss initially and saying, it's going like this is how it's going to be handled, this is what we're doing, Tony chose a different route. What was the saying? All Friends Wrestling. That's exactly what it became. People love to talk about that the ship started dying once CM Punk left. False. The ship started dying when Cody left. When you see a guy who is rooted so big into the business and has such a good business mindset on this business in particular, like Cody Rhodes, walk away from something that he created. This was him, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. Tony Khan just funded it. Really think about that for a moment. When Cody Rhodes walked away, and now you can even take a look at Kenny Omega. He's getting ready and set for his return, and guess where he's not returning to right in this very moment? And again, this can be a speculation thing. It could be whatever you want it to be. He's not returning at All Elite Wrestling. He is going to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling because they have a partnership or whatever the case, and obviously that's Kenny's home. The same way WWE is home to Cody Rhodes. Why? Why is that? What is the reasoning behind that? Why are these guys choosing to walk away from AEW? It's as simple as All Friends Wrestling, because everybody has a ego. Once you put those egos to the side, then you can do business. Other than that, we can't do business with one another if there's egos involved. So, that's what Tony needed to put down on the line. That's exactly what he needed to say. We're not doing business until the egos are put to the side. We're not doing any type of business until whatever the case. And that is not what Tony Khan did. Tony chose to go into this, give everybody a big old smile and a friendly welcome. Great, it looks good on the surface, but it's not reality. It's not real life. You don't actually get to do these things because the business behind it. So Fenix, he says he's going to have his chance to speak. He also tweeted something else, and I want to go look at it. Let me pull this up real fast. Here we go. He also tweeted one other thing. No one stays in a place where they received inhumane treatment. Let's think about that for a moment. Inhumane treatment. Well, that's no good. Sounds like very familiar territory with a person like Punk, who had those things to say about WWE. Punk also left AEW for whatever reason, almost like inhumane treatment. Why are wrestlers in the back fighting? The crazy thing is Punk's gone back to WWE that is no longer ran by Vince. And it's not being scouted by whoever. Triple H is back there running the locker room. Very understands the business side and also understands the side that people still need to be treated like, I don't know, humans. Like giving them Thanksgiving off and letting them, just because of our needs, we want to see it live and da-da-da. And people were mad about that. For what? For these people having families? It's crazy to think that like we are having a conversation like this in 2024, getting ready to be 2025 as well, that people are being treated in an inhumane way. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. I can't sit here and say like, oh yeah, this happened or this happened, because there's no real dialect to that tweet. But overall, this guy obviously feels some type of way, and the problem is Tony loves to maneuver in ways like, oh yeah, he'll be asked a question and then he'll kind of hop through it and act like it doesn't really exist. And the Ricky Starks situation at the media press or whatever, it's just very thin line. And I know there's going to be a lot of AEW people that come in here and are like, oh well, you're wrong for thinking that way and da da da, the AEW stands or whatever. Not realizing that you can be critical to everybody. That is a thing. You can be critical to everybody. And in this situation, Tony Khan and AEW as a company looks bad in a whole. It's just something you have to bear with. But I want to have a conversation about this. You guys can let me know down in the comments section below how you feel about the situation. This is just my thoughts. Again, I could be completely wrong. Whatever the case is, let me know down below what you guys think. Twitter, TikTok, Discord, Twitch. Everything linked down below. We will be doing some live Twitch stuff here soon. But yeah, I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Peace.